Imagine you just spawned into a fresh Minecraft world. You have a choice, right?
Yeah, standard starting scenario.
Exactly. So, do you spend the next 10 hours actually building a shelter to survive the night? Or do you, like, find a glitch that artificially inflates your score to 1 billion while you just stand there freezing in the digital rain?
Right, which sounds totally ridiculous when you put it like that.
It does.
Yeah.
But the fascinating source we're looking at today for this deep dive argues that, well, in the real world, almost all of us are actually choosing the glitch.
Yeah, so this source uses that exact gaming analogy to decode the life philosophy of a legendary scholar, Hugh Nibley.
Okay, let's unpack this because it's a really cool concept. How did society get so backward?
Well, Nibley looked at the world and basically divided everything we chase into two categories. He called them goods of first intent and goods of second intent.
Okay, so first intent being the actual survival stuff.
Exactly. Things with intrinsic real value. So in the game, that's your iron pickaxe or, solid roof over your head.
And offline, for you listening, that would be your physical health, your ability to grow food, or just having a genuine friendship.
Right. Whereas second intent goods, those are just symbols. They're tokens, like a server rank or a pile of diamonds in the game.
Or, a GPA, a fancy job title, or your social media follower account in reality. But wait, I have to push back a little here.
Go for it.
Calling a GPA or money meaningless tokens sounds great in theory, but I mean, you can't buy groceries with true friendship. Aren't those tokens actually vital?
Well, yes, they are, but only if they can actually be exchanged for first intent goods. The real problem happens when the token itself becomes the ultimate goal. The source calls this the great inversion.
Ah, right. Because human psychology just loves those easily measurable metrics.
Exactly. If we connect this to the bigger picture, a high score or a bank account is, mathematically simple to track, but a concept like personal fulfillment is super abstract and messy.
So over time, our brains just get hijacked.
Yeah, we literally invert our values. We start valuing the currency, like the gold ingot, way more than the golden apple that actually keeps us alive.
Which perfectly explains the critique our source makes about the education system. It basically calls it a broken tutorial.
Oh, the school glitch. Yeah, that's a perfect way to describe it.
Right. Like school often trains us to just grind for the token, instead of gaining actual understanding.
It's like using a cheat code to get the elytra wings so you can fly around the map.
Yeah.
You look absolutely incredible to everyone else on the server.
But because you skipped the actual survival tutorial, you don't know how to craft food or like build a fire when you finally land in the real world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when you carry that glitch into adulthood, it creates deep psychological exhaustion. We end up totally alienated from the actual joy of doing things.
Yeah. Which brings up that Karl Marx concept of alienation the source mentions.
Right. Imagine being on a massive Minecraft server where your only job is to place one single block of gray wool over and over again just to earn server credits.
You never even get to design the castle.
No, you aren't playing anymore. You're just laboring for a metric.
And that hits so close to home when you think about social media today. We turn ourselves into these exhausted content creators, endlessly placing blocks of gray wool just to get likes.
We're doing it entirely for the token, completely disconnected from the fun of just, creating something for ourselves.
And then we try to cover up that emptiness, right? By downloading ultra-realistic, like 4K texture packs for our lives.
Yeah, bringing in Jean Baudrillard's idea of hyperreality. People buy the designer clothes or lease the flashy car to simulate success. It's the ultimate flex.
But beneath that high-res skin, the actual psychological foundation is just rotting away.
Right, because we're chasing these external rewards. The source actually compares this to eating spider eyes in the game.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because it occupies a slot in your inventory, and it looks like food, but when you eat it, it literally gives you a poison effect.
Exactly. We consume these empty tokens thinking they'll satisfy us, but they just drain our health bar. They don't provide any actual autonomy, competence, or relatedness. Those golden carrots we actually need to survive.
So what happens when the server crashes? Because our source brings up Nibley's ultimate reality check here, the server wipe test.
Yeah, this is the heavy part.
I want you, listening right now, to imagine the internet goes down tomorrow forever. The economy tanks. Your follower count is completely deleted.
All your digital wealth and online rank just zeroed out.
Exactly. All those second intent tokens are gone. What actually remains?
What remains is your first intent gear. Your actual ability to fix a leaky pipe, grow a tomato, and, The clan of friends who know your real name and will actually help you.
And that leads into Nibley's vision of an ideal community, right?
Yeah, he called it Zion. It's basically the perfect server, a place where players actually share their loot, help the newbies survive the night, and focus on the joy of the build, rather than just hoarding the biggest vault of diamonds.
So the goal is to be a modder.
Yeah.
Stop being a default player who just blindly follows the waypoints on the map, endlessly grinding for tokens. You have to break the script.
Absolutely. Break the script and build something real.
I love that. And that brings us to a final provocative thought to leave you with. When you finally reach the end of your run and you stand before the Grand Admin, will you have actually played the game?
Right. Or will you have just spent your entire life staring at the scoreboard?
Take a hard look at your own inventory. Ask yourself right now, what is one first intent block you can place offline today to build your real-world base?